Steve mentioned Matsui hasn't faced a significant challenger in a while, let alone from her own party. So we thought that we would dive more into this. CBS 13 political analyst Gary Dietrich joins us now in studio with some insight. So Steve touched on it a little bit. Left-leaning candidate taking on a more progressive. Is that a trend? Are we going to be seeing more of that?
Yeah, absolutely, Tony. This is the thing. This is really a microcosm of what we're seeing happening nationally, where Democrats have said, and Doris Matsui has been around. I mean, she is an institution in Sacramento area politics. But okay, you're seeing this across the country. I mean, you're talking people are already talking about AOC challenging Chuck Schumer in that New York Senate seat next year. So across the board, guys, this has been part of the narrative. Look, the older guard, you've been around a long time. And especially people that are more progressive and younger, you know, expect to see this all over the country. I didn't expect to see it in Sacramento. Looks like we are.
Right. Well, after the presidential race, there's been a push to let's find our voice again in this Democratic Party.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's what we're seeing.
Right.
All right. Let's shift gears now to Kamala Harris. We've been talking a lot about her security detail. The state law enforcement saying the former vice president will receive protection from the California Highway Patrol. And of course, that's after President Trump revoked her Secret Service protection. Something at home, a lot of people are probably asking, is this a political stunt? Are there legitimate security concerns? I've been trying to find online, okay, why was it extended to begin with by former President Biden? Haven't really seen anything there, or if there are concerns. What do you say about this?
Okay, I'll try to lay this out as quickly as we can, all right? Traditionally, it's been a 6-month window that you have as a former vice president. That's when you get security, and then it ends. Apparently, President Biden, and this was not made public because I didn't know anything about it either, extended her security detail through the middle of next year. I mean, for a full year and a half. So that was highly unusual. So essentially, what Trump's people have said is, look, we're not giving you a free pass on that. You're going back to the traditional 6 months. Why this is also significant? RFK, when he was running for that Democratic nomination, asked the Biden administration repeatedly, of course, in light of not only his uncle and his dad's assassinations, but he was having issues at his own campaign stops. The Biden administration said no repeatedly to his formal request and said that we're going to just give you the traditional 3 months before the election. And so that RFK had to pay for his own security out of campaign funds, millions of dollars. People are now saying Harris should do the same thing.
Yeah. All right, so we have to talk about redistricting. Have you seen the ads?
We do.
Have you seen the ads?
2 months from today, friends.
Right.
If you've forgotten, it is 2 months from today.
And we're not hating the ads because they're partially paying our salaries, so bring them on. But
how about all those things in your mailbox that people are saying they're getting daily?
Oh, the ones that the ones that I read?
Oh.
So here's the deal. Where does it end? I mean, is Illinois next? Is Florida next? I mean,
we got to wait till the end
to do this.
Okay, let's talk about the red and blue dominoes real fast, okay? Red dominoes, Missouri has now come out and said they're going to do it. They're starting this week. They're looking to pick up a seat there. Okay, let's try Indiana. They're in the same boat. Now South Carolina all of a sudden has jumped in this week, and expect Florida to be the next big one on the red side. On the blue side, it's New York, Illinois, and Maryland. However, they have a much tougher row to hoe, both because they have fewer seats that are available to pick up, and because they have some procedural issues that would make it more difficult. So the dominoes haven't all fallen yet, but one thing we know for sure, 2 months from today, guys, we're doing election night right at this very desk.
Can I sneak one more in?
Yeah, go
Don't
ahead.
you think that everyone jumping in, and by everyone I mean other states, it's to a detriment of the California push? Like too many people at the party? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it will dilute, certainly, whatever happens.
Maybe
here,
that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, it will dilute whatever happens here, because you have a potential now for a more Republican members potentially being added than we could potentially add here. And by the way, one thing to remember, just because we redistrict doesn't mean those 5 seats that they'd like to pick up in California are guaranteed.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's true. Everything starts to cancel each other out then if you've got everybody jumping in.
We got a long 8 weeks to go, guys.
Boy, do we.
Thanks, Kara. Appreciate it.
Okay.